Good morning, everybody. Today's a new day, and it's Thursday, May the 5th. If you can't feed yourself, please don't get a pet. Because how are you going to feed that pet? It's not the community's responsibility to feed your pets every day and every week. Occasionally, if you run out of pet food, yeah, I'd be happy to help somebody feed their pet. But not if they, when they get a pet and they're saying that, well, this pet is a community pet and it's up to you. It's your responsibility to take care of the pet. You need to buy this dog a collar. You need to buy this dog a leash. You need to buy this dog a training collar. I hope like hell he's not meaning another one of them shocking collars or one of them claw collars. But you get the gist of it. Especially when you just got through killing your last pet. Killed it yourself. Murderer! Thank you, caveman. How are you this morning? Well, we have a little piece of shit in this community that his dog, he tried to say his dog died from some kind of natural causes. But when you look at the dog and the dog's got a damn piece of twine wrapped around its neck and its head, and its neck's broken, it don't take an idiot to figure out that the dog got hung with that piece of twine, accident or not. And then you come and you tell the community, well, can y'all give me some money, please, to help me get my dog cremated? So he takes the dog to the crematory with twice more money than he needed to pay for it, right? But he didn't pay for it. Then he comes back asking for more money to pay for it yet again. 2 days later, he's got a new dog that he stole. That he stole. He plotted and planned it for 2 days, just like old Samuel Banuel did. Oh, good morning, AJ. Pangy. Well, the way he eats pizza and stuff, somebody suggested that he get a raccoon. And I think that would be the perfect pet for him because it will eat all the garbage he can throw at it. He could just go buy a dumpster, toss his pet raccoon in there, let his raccoon eat whatever it wants, and then throw a rope around its neck and yank it out of there and say, come on, raccoon, let's go for a walk for 5 miles down the road. No, caveman. We're talking about Jose Slanders. No, Dog Lips had his dog put to sleep because she was in bad health. Jose's dog was sick in bad health for a long time. She could barely walk. Her left rear leg limped constantly, but he didn't have her put down. I wasn't there to where I could see how the dog actually died, but I did see. I got good eyesight, and I did see that that dog had a piece of baling twine wrapped around its neck and head, and its neck's broken. That much I can see. And I'm not even a what do you call those people that do autopsies? I'm not even an autopsy doctor. Yeah, Pangy. Yeah, Pet Rock would have been fine. I got a Pet Rock out here with a face on it. Would have been perfect for him. She hadn't been gone 2 days. Pangy, he plotted. He found that dog walking. She's in good health. She belonged to somebody or him, whatever it is. But that dog belongs to somebody. He stole that freaking dog. Now we need to go around and see if we can find that dog's real owner because he stole that dog. No, Dog Lips don't have another dog. Yeah, that's what he needs, a damn pet raccoon. He could feed it pizza and scraps and table scraps all day long. And then instead of getting a little bitty dog that don't eat a lot of food, he goes and steals a great big dog. Another one. Anyway, it's just horrible, horrible. No, she don't. The other dog. He took her. She died on Sunday, Pansy. He took her on Monday, which was a week. Anyway, which was would have been a week ago Sunday when she died. And all his fake crying and fake tears. I can fake cry just as good as the rest of them. But you ain't gonna hear me crying. I tell you what, every time I see one of his streams he does, it just makes me madder by the freaking minute. I don't know, but they need to tag. They need to tag some people. Like they do registered sex offenders. Well, they need to do bad pet owners. And Jose needs a bad pet owner tag and bracelet that he wears around his neck and every day so people can see he's a bad pet owner. All he wants is money from the community. And then he won't take the money you give him and take care of the pet anyway. I've seen him ask for dog food so many times it ain't funny. Not once did he go buy the dog food, but he ran out and got himself some people food and throwed her some scraps of the people food. Hey, Snuggles. Yeah, we're talking about a POS in our community that thinks we owe them a living. What happened to his job? He was gonna remember he was gonna ride that bicycle and um go get that job delivering food for DoorDash. He ain't even talking about getting his job anymore because he's got the people in the community to pay for to pay for his freaking dog. I got two dogs. I ain't not once asked you people, not one of y'all, to help me buy a bag of dog food. I buy my dog's dog food before I buy my own food every month, and that is not a lie. Matter of fact, I bought 3 bags of dog food this month before I bought myself any food. Yeah, we're talking about Jose Slander's journeys. That's exactly who we're talking about. It's just horrible, 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 horrible. And then he's calling me and Nikki a piece of shit because we call him out on his shit that he's never going to admit. He's never going to admit to y'all how that dog died. And anybody that asks him about how that dog died, he blocks them. Yeah, he will block you. You go on his channel, ask him anything about how the dog died, and he will not answer, and then he will block you. Yeah. Oh, I feed a kitty and these some other dogs that ain't even mine too. That's why I normally have to buy so much dog food because I'm helping. Well, it's not that I'm feeding them. They buy dog food for them. It's just they like the dog food I buy better, the brand I buy or whatever, or it's different maybe. I don't know. But so I end up feeding a whole shitload of dogs out here. If they run out of food, before he gets low on food, before I get down to his last day or two worth of feed, I go to the store and buy more food. Yeah, exactly, Snuggle. I'd sit here and eat stale bread and crackers and raisins and go buy my dog food before I'd buy myself anything, and I'm not kidding. But I got stuff to eat. I got bread and tater chips and some canned goods and stuff. I know how I fix myself stuff to eat. I eat. I do okay. And my daughter cooks dinner and feeds me of the evening. She's real good about that, and I don't ask her to, but I go help her a lot. I help her a lot with the babies and stuff. She don't mind feeding me. I earn my keep. Yeah, that's me too. But sometimes I'll be watching another video, Snuggle. I don't go to his channel deliberately, but I'll be watching another video and I got mine set to keep auto playing. And then he'll have a video that pops up, after one that I was actually listening to. And then I get mad. Then there I am, mad again, wanting to just strangle all the breath out of him. Yeah, that's the way I am. I feed a stray cat and take care of that. That's I don't it was stray when I first came here months ago, and I've been feeding it ever since. It was starved to death. That poor little cat's little ribs belly was all caved in. It was stuck up in a tree, and it was I don't know if it's cat little kittens are usually afraid to come down. He's a big cat now. He's getting bigger. He's not a baby kitty anymore. He was when I first started feeding him though. But I got him. He's all fattened up and healthy now. Yeah, you would too, huh, Snuggles? A lot of people feel the same way I do. I got a question though. How many of y'all does your pet have its own YouTube channel and PayPal account? Anybody in here? Exactly, Rodders. And that's probably what's gonna happen because he's never gonna waste $175. That's a lot of money to him, Rodders. He's never gonna pick up some damn dog ashes for $175 for a dog that's, probably was his fault that she's dead anyway. And he's got another dog to replace it, so he's not gonna do that. Not when he can buy beer and cigarettes with that money and a pizza or go to Waffle House or I get to eat out. Yeah, seriously, I get to eat out once a month. Once a month I spend $5 on myself out and get me a burger. Once a month. No, he's never gonna spend the money. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. And it's just it's just horrible. I actually am personal with the dog, the deceased dog, because he came to my place. He stayed with me with the dog for 2 weeks. He never got the dog a pan of water. He never put no food in the bowl for it. And he knew where my big bucket on my big container on wheels that holds 55-pound of dog food was at. He knew where the dog food was. All you got to do is go scoop it out, put it in a pan, and set it down in front of it. He wanted to give it. He got on to me for filling up a 1 gallon pan of food for that dog. He said, "Oh, well, she don't need that much to eat." I said, "It don't matter. You put it down. If she gets hungry, it's there. She can eat." Oh, me and him got into spits fast over that little shit too. And water, same way. I had to go put his dog's water down for her because he didn't want to water her. But he wanted to tell you how my water didn't come out of the faucet very fast. He lied about that too. Yeah, he did a video saying my water don't come out of my faucet very fast. That dog belongs to Rodders. Go back and watch the videos a couple days ahead of the time when he got the dog. He was plotting and planning to steal that dog, just like Sam plotted and plotted and planned to steal JoJo that time. Remember? Jose stole this dog the same way. Right, exactly. And that's what Jose did. He plotted for a couple days and planned, went and said he gave it dog food. Remember all the dog food he said he had for Cypress? Well, he showed the dog food he had for Cypress. Like I told y'all before, one lunch sandwich size Ziploc baggie with some food in it. That's what he had there for Cypress, and he was going to take it and give it to a dog kennel or whatever, takes in stray dogs. And I'm like, that's like the same amount of dog food, but he's going to carry it, going to pull that dog trailer. That's what he spent that money on. Them dog trailers, like he got, is about $200. It ain't not even one feeding. That's about a cup of dog food, Rotters. It fits in those sandwich baggies. And it was that cheap ass dog food that dogs don't even want to eat it anyway. It's that cheap little balls of cheap shit where you get a big huge bag for $5 or $6. I just dumped a whole bag out on the ground out here and fed these other dogs, and the chickens wanted some, and I dumped a whole bag of that out. It almost looked like little round flat pieces of cereal. I picked it up for Sam while I was waiting for my son-in-law to get back from Walmart with his big 55-pound dog of kibble. But Sam wouldn't even eat it. And so I gave it, I throwed it out here on the ground, let all the animals have at it and eat it. That's some other dog food that ain't worth having. It looks like it's just little bitty tiny round flat pieces of round dog food. I don't know. But even these other dogs didn't want to eat it. Probably still some laying out there where they didn't eat it. They'd rather eat these Cheerios. I give them cereal and stuff because cereals and stuff like that's good for them. For snacks, if I run out of snacks, but seriously, there's been a couple times in my life that I run out of dog food, and I would cook my dog some rice and put some chicken in it, and some vegetables like peas and stuff in it. Yeah, I'm up here just laying it out, but it's the truth. But if my dogs didn't have something, he does have a way to cook, he could cook that dog some food. Because rice and peas, stuff like that's all good for dogs. Good morning, Princess. How you doing, sweetie? I was just so mad this morning, I guess, when I got up and one of his videos popped up in front of my face again. You know what I mean? I didn't go to it directly to listen to anything he had. It's one of those that just played in a row, behind another video. Mine are on autoplay because I listen to them while I sleep. And then there I woke up mad yet again because he was talking smack about me and you, Nikki, by the way. Yeah, some dogs can't eat dog food. I've known people that had to actually cook regular cooked meat and different things for their animals because they can't eat. Hey, hubby, come up, baby. I miss you. Did you get your presents yet? Or are you back home
Yes, I
yet?
did. That's why
Um,
I hit you up. It's because I
well, I
got
thought that would come in handy. You travel a lot.
girl. Absolute.
And I
Love
hope
it.
I got the right flag on it. I was trying to find your gay pride flag.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Oh, okay. I hope I got the right one and not some blue line flag or some other shit.
No, it's perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's talk about Jose and his pet. Like,
I woke up
rest.
mad about that this
Yeah,
morning.
rest in peace, Cypress. She had a.
Well, I love that dog. I actually spent
We
physical time with that dog.
Oh man. Now here's the thing. If Jose had the money, would he have spent it on Cyprus? Yes. If he was like a normal person, had cake, and I'm gonna take my dog to the vet. Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, I don't think that he would be like, I
Excuse
have
me,
the money.
hubby,
Huh?
but Jose's in the basement. Would you like to speak to him?
Yeah, let him come on up.
All right.
Yeah, let him come on up.
Hey,
There he
what's
is.
up?
What's up, Jose?
How you
So
doing?
I'm gonna finish what I was saying.
Yeah, finish
Um,
what you're saying.
and if Jose was a normal person that had a job, and he would have took Cypress to the vet. He's not gonna be like, I got the money and I'm just a cunt. I'm not taking my dog to the vet. He just never had the opportunity to have full constant care for the dog.
Princess,
Okay.
is that you, honey? Okay, flip it off. Flip it off. I got you. Go ahead.
So what I don't like now is he's putting another dog in that same position of not being able to have the proper medical care. And that's my only issue. Because dogs cost a lot. 2 weeks ago, it cost me $700 for Gus. $700 for checkups, for his pills, because he's on Apoquil. Apoquil is $1.75 a day. Okay, and you buy them in 90s, in 120s. So it costs to have a pet. And if you don't have the money to take care of yourself, you shouldn't have another living being that you have to take care of. Because remember, he can't take care of himself. That's all I'm saying.
Well, everybody's curious about the twine that was wrapped around her head and neck. And I got a few questions too.
Oh, I'll show you. I'll show you. Hold up.
I didn't even see any twine. I don't know what's going on with that.
Uh-huh. It was around her head and neck.
Look, I love how we just use people's avatars. Like, fuck this person.
You taught me well, my king. You taught me well, my king.
I love it. Oh, that's your mampy? That's your Aunt Terry sneeze, sniff, sniff.
That's Nikki's show shoes, skank hoe, misbehaving.
That's not twine, Jose. You was going to show us the twine.
Well, that's
wrapped around her
misbehaving.
That poor dog.
Show. That's the
poor
shit
dog. I
shoe.
feel so sorry for that fucking dog.
I found
That kennel
JoJo.
can get in trouble because they got to keep that dog so many days before they can rehome it.
Well, here's the thing, y'all. Like, after I had my little ayahuasca experience, I just realized that trolls that live on the internet like us, they're in the spirit world too. So I had an easy time with them. When they're like, you're going to die right now. I'm like, good, cool. Beats being here. They couldn't affect me. What Jose is doing by holding this dog right here is a troll game. He's trying to influence people's emotions.
But he stole the dog, Evan.
I gave him a good little bath yesterday.
He went out, listen, he went out and found that dog, and then he had that animal control place go pick the dog up. They didn't even hold it a week, and it's in Jose's possession. Now it's his dog.
Yeah, and here's my thing is,
he
like,
stole it.
I don't care because
You guys are hilarious.
What Jose is
doing,
what
We
Jose
don't want
is
you,
doing.
Jose. We're not your community.
What Jose is
You're not a part of us. We're not a part of you. You're a troll.
May I please speak?
You're
what
so
Jose
adorable,
is doing
baby.
right now is. Can you mute this fool, please, Stella? Because I'm not going to sit up here and not have my shit be heard. Bye, Jose. So what Jose is currently doing is just trying to play the troll game. And it's not worth it to give a fuck. Don't give a fuck about Jose. Don't give a fuck about the dog. Because I can't. Because that's what he wants. And I'm not playing this game no more. I broke up with Junie Pie. I'm not dealing with Junie Pie no more because he's the same emotional drag, the emotional. And you know when it's.
Oh
from the
There he is.
Yeah.
predicament. It's Junie's never going to change.
No, he's a drunk.
Jose's never going to change. They're only going to try to elicit responses from us. And I'm not giving no more of my emotional power to these freaks of nature. That's all I have to say. And thank you. What
Thank
do
you,
you feel about
Martine.
that?
I agree with you. I think Jose is using the dog. He made a big video and said that I called them saying I represent them. That's not what I said.
That's not what Nikki said. She played it
That's
right
why
on my
I taped
screen.
it. So there was no misunderstanding. I didn't harass anybody. I didn't do anything. I just called to make sure that her ashes were paid for, because that's what he collected for. That's what he e-begged for. And if people want to continue to support him, let him get an animal that he can't afford. You know, he said, "Oh, I wasn't homeless when I got the dog." Yes, you are. You're a guest where you're staying. You don't live there. That's not your house.
Yeah, we know.
You know, you're just living in the fucking shed for now because you're too lazy to get out and go, you know, do your thing, but you're still putting hitchhiker hashtags on your fucking videos. Well, are you hitchhiking from the shed?
He's a constant, forever grifter, lowest level too,
Yep.
and fuck him and that dog.
I want to
You know
know
what I
about
mean?
the rope around the dog's neck. I saw it. That
He'll never
twine.
answer that.
How did the dog die, Jose? Tell us the truth.
He'll never answer that. He neglected her and let her lay there and suffer and die. She bled out. That's what happened.
See, this
My
is the
thing
rope
is, I don't
they're
know.
talking about.
No, that's not what I saw. No,
No, there was
nope.
rope.
It was twine, baling twine, Jose.
No, it's the
We
same
all
fucking
saw
one,
it.
you bitch.
Jose, we all saw it.
It's
Every
the
one of
same
us.
fucking one, you dumb bitch.
It
We
was
have the
baling
photograph in
twine.
the
I'm
video,
not
Jose.
stupid. I'm a farm girl. I've throwed plenty of bales of hay. I know what baling twine looks like.
No,
Bye.
you can't tell the truth when you want to tell the truth.
All we want is for you to, for once in your life, tell the truth. You've lied about everything
I'm
you've ever
telling
said
the
on
truth.
any live stream that you've ever done. Everything you've said has been
Hey,
a pure out and out lie,
people
Jose.
love me.
Come
Like, shit, you want
forward.
to send my viewers to you then? I can send my viewers to you and Nikki. Okay?
There. I don't
If
want
you
your
want
viewers.
my
You got
viewers,
4. I don't
you
need your 4
want
viewers, and
my
2 of them are
kind of
you.
donations,
2
I can
of your
actually send
viewers
you
are
them.
yourself,
I'm
and
not
the other
greedy.
2,
I'm not a greedy dumb fuck.
Earth Gal and somebody else comes in
I'm
there.
not
That's it.
greedy. Do you want the type of love that I get from my viewers? I'm sure
Are
you're
you not?
greedy.
Are you not?
You
Are you
want
not
the cash
looking
to
at the
go
read? I'm
travel to
putting it up there
casinos,
so
to
you can
casinos,
see it.
casinos. Do you?
Okay. Look,
You want to go to
it
another
was a
casino?
small rope used to bale hay. Look at the video, and you could see that it's wrapped 3 times around her freaking neck and shredded.
No.
Yeah, you keep your 4 viewers. We don't need them.
Yeah. Well, then you're
Why
not.
are you over here in our community?
You don't want
Why are
support.
you in our community, Jose? This is
Why
our
you
community.
keep mentioning my name? Every time you mention my name, I will make my
Jose,
face known.
I heard you talking shit about me and Nikki in a video that popped up from yesterday, I'm going to assume.
Talking shit.
It popped up in my feed and started playing.
Well, then
You
stop
talking shit?
about
No.
me.
You called me and Nikki pieces of shit.
Yeah, you guys are. Y'all saw hatred. Y'all can't even tell the difference between good and bad.
Jose, that dog broke her freaking neck with that twine around her neck. Her neck was broken.
You're a fucking
her neck was
idiot.
broken. And the reason that shit was coming out of the back of her ass, that's because rigor mortis had set in. It happens to humans the same way. When rigor mortis sets in, you shit, piss, and puke. All your body fluids excrete. They come out. And that's because rigor mortis had already set in.
You're a YouTube fucking moron. So is Nikki. You two will never
Why are you
fucking
lying
tell
to the
any truth.
community, telling the community that it's their responsibility to take care of your dog, one that you just stole? I watched you steal it. I watched you plot,
How the fuck
plan,
do you
and
watch
steal
me
that
steal a
freaking
dog,
dog.
stupid?
You had that animal control people you're staying with illegally take that dog, and they didn't even keep it 6 days or a week or whatever they're supposed to keep it before they rehome it.
So you're trying to
Show
turn
us
me
your
into another
rehoming.
Sam, huh?
Show us your
That's
home.
what you're doing.
Show us the
You're turning
papers
me
where
into
you
a
rehomed
Sam,
that
huh?
dog, Jose. Where they rehomed that dog to you.
I don't know what the fuck kind of lies you're talking about.
He killed his dog,
This is why people
Josephine.
are slowly moving away from you. And Nikki.
Why do I have 28 viewers in here right now, Jose, and you have none? You get 4. 4. I get 30 to 50 viewers every stream I do. Every stream.
Because
You get
they're bored.
4, Jose. No, he doesn't care anything about Cypress. Why didn't you go pick her ashes up?
I don't know. I don't know why I didn't go pick her up.
Well,
Maybe
you know,
because I
they're
didn't have
only
a
going to
fucking
keep those
car.
ashes for a few days,
Maybe.
and then they're going to dispose of them. They're going
Oh,
to be
yeah, they're
gone.
going to dispose of them, all right. Because it's biohazard.
What are you talking about? What's biohazard?
Any body fluids that comes out of an animal or a human is considered biohazard, so they have to treat it extra long.
What do you mean treat it? You're not making sense, Jose. Believe
Because
me,
you're
you're
not
not.
a fucking doctor, you're not a fucking anything. You're a fucking YouTube moron. You and Nikki, you guys don't know shit. So they had to fucking keep her a little longer than expected to make sure all the biohazards wasn't no longer in it. You're not fucking clever.
Jose, you know nothing about
you're
rigor
not-
mortis, evidently.
You're not getting
And
any
people at
fucking smarter.
a funeral home, they know about rigor mortis. They know how long it takes to set in, and they know the procedure of what happens once it sets in. The first thing, it's the first start of rigor mortis. That's when all
Why
their
am I
body
arguing
fluids
with a
leave their
moron?
body.
Why am I arguing with a fucking class A moron? Huh?
Yeah, the policies of the crematory services are pretty clear. They are. Yeah. Own up to your shit, Jose, for once in your freaking worthless life. Own up to what you did and what really happened, and stop lying to everybody all over YouTube.
Stop trying
My
to make
community, your
accusations.
community,
Stop
whoever
making
community you
something
think
up.
it
You
is,
guys
you're
will
lying.
never
You are
fucking get the
lying,
truth.
Jose.
Matter of fact, it's kind of hilarious how Nikki got dumbfounded and played like a motherfucker.
You play everybody, Jose. You play them like a fiddle for
I
money.
play
That's what
the
you're
trolls
doing
because
now.
the trolls
You
don't
got
know
another
any
dog.
better.
You got another dog is for an e-begging tool. You don't need another dog. You don't need any animal. And what that poor dog has coming to it in its life is not good. The same as that other dog, the other one you had before you got Cypress.
You know, you can feed these innocent people.
This woman
Bullshit
named
lies about me,
Jose is
but it's
32
okay.
years old.
It's okay. You can feed these innocent people that comes into your channel bullshit lies. Because
Hello,
one of these days
Jane.
they're gonna wise up and realize how much of a liar that Nikki and you and Evan is.
Nobody's lying, Jose. Everybody in the community saw the baling twine wrapped around Cypress's head and neck. The baling twine. Where did you get the baling twine from, Jose? Where did that come from?
Okay. What baling twine do you mean?
I'm talking about the baling twine that was wrapped around her neck when you had her in the back of the truck, supposedly driving all that way to take her to a crematory.
No,
she was already dead.
You're a fucking idiot. She was alive. We put her on the tarp because she couldn't move. So we put her on the tarp, then hoisted her on the tarp because she's a 70-pound dog. And then, I'm not gonna relive that fucking moment. It was a fucking stressful moment as it is. That's what you're trying to do, is trying
It's
to make
stressful to us more than it is to you, Jose. You didn't care about that dog.
If I didn't care, I wouldn't have these people take her to the vet
You
immediately.
didn't take her to a vet.
She died on the way at 10:45 on Sunday.
Oh yeah, that was another thing. And what you said that after she died, you said that
Before
you hoped
you run your
you
mouth,
said you hoped you got
before
your leash.
you make you run your
See,
mouth,
you just showed a
know
leash
the
there.
fucking
Now you
facts.
tried to say there was a leash around that dog's
No.
neck, but it wasn't. There was no
Know
leash
your
around the
fucking
dog's
facts.
neck. None.
Know your fucking facts before you run your mouth to your internet sleuths or your community. Know your fucking facts. Because there's a hell of a lot of people that knows what happened. And it's only God honest truth. Stop running your fucking mouth before someone slaps you like Will Smith.
Well, smack me, Jose, if you got the balls. Come smack me, dude. Just smack the hell out of me. And watch me beat you half to motherfucking death. Sorry, Nikki. Go ahead.
It's okay. In the basement is the photo.
Thank you. Hang on. I don't know if I can bring it up any bigger. Full screen layout here. Now look at the twine wrapped around that dog's neck and head. That's baling twine from a bale
and over
of
there
hay.
on the right-hand side, look at the right-hand side of the truck where the tire thing is. There's twine laying there around the tarp as well.
Right, and that is his tarp that he used to make his tent out of or whatever. And look at her neck. Look at her neck, how it's dangling down. That's from a broken neck. That's a broken neck. So either he had the dog tied in the back of the truck and she fell out, or he was pedaling the bike down the road and had the twine around her neck and did, and something happened that way. He won't tell the truth, so we'll never know how it happened. But we can see that.
What Rodney's saying is, see the rope around her neck displacing the hair on her neck?
Yes, you can tell. Like I said, look at her neck. I've seen plenty of dead animals. Believe me, that's a broken neck.
Well, I can't tell from that. But what I'm saying is I can fucking see the twine. I see it. So I see the twine. I don't know about the neck part, but I can see, and so can the rest of us.
But he still won't tell what happened. That's what I'm talking about. All I want him to do is get up here. It was probably an accident, but he won't even tell the story of what really happened to her, that it was an accident.
Yeah.
Now, I'll bring you back up in a minute, Jose, but not right now. Just a second. Nikki's up here now. We're showing that proof. We're showing the evidence. This is the facts. That is a piece of baling twine, that the type of twine that they use to bale hay with.
Sorry, JoJo. Sorry, honey. I know it's upsetting and it's hard to watch. It is. But we are animal advocates in this community. I've had my fucking dog 14 years. She's lying right below me right now. I walk her as many times a day as she wants to walk. I do whatever. Every morning I get up and make sure she's got food, fresh water for the day. And that dog did not have any of that. So that's just.
He won't tell what really happened, Evan. We've asked and asked and asked, and he will not.
All right, I'm going to hop down, Stella, so he can come up. Maybe he'll tell his side. But I don't know if the picture will stay if I leave. But everybody has seen it. But I agree, Willie.
Well,
Homeless people.
he's not in the
leave me alone.
basement anymore.
Oh, okay.
He's not down. He left.
He probably went live. But
You have
I
to
would
come over
sell
there
my
and say
fucking
that I'm a
truck
liar.
if Buffy needed something and I couldn't afford it. I would sell my damn truck. I wouldn't even think about it. I know, Jane. Yorkies, they're assholes, though. Nobody told me that. But I've had mine 14 years. She completely runs my life. But every month I'm on disability. So the first thing I do when I get paid, and I've already done it for this month, I go buy my dog a month's worth of wet food because she gets a can of wet food every morning. I go buy her dry food for the month, and I go buy a flea pill because we live in Florida and NexGard and stuff like that don't work on her. So I get her prescribed flea pills. I take her to the vet once a year. She just got her rabies shot update and all that. So I plan to provide for her, and I make sure she gets her stuff before I get mine. I even get her
What
stuff
really
before
got
I
my goat, if you'll look to the side, Jose sticking his hand out there like he's showing off a prize chicken at the fair. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, this is my dog, and she's dead. But look at his hand. His hand's up there in the top of the picture.
Oh, and my dad got that. My dad got that pet care insurance, and Buff is on that as well. So she has insurance, she has food. And if I was homeless and stuff, the first thing I would do is find her another home. I wouldn't put her through that. It's 90 degrees here today. I have air conditioning on because it makes her miserable to be that hot. One of the reasons I left the slab was I couldn't get a covering built over my RV because it was getting up into the upper 90s and Buffy was suffering. She's just too old. So I was like, we can't do this. My girlfriend got to have some AC. So yeah, he filmed the whole thing, Hogger. It was traumatizing. But that's the picture of her laying in the truck, and there is clearly something around her neck.
And all in the truck, and all in the truck itself.
So I don't know. Maybe there's an explanation. I don't know. But I seen what I seen. And the reason I talked to the funeral home was because I wanted to make sure that her ashes had already been paid for.
We can't do anything about Cypress being dead. But he has stolen another dog that belonged to somebody else. That's my main gripe as for today. Besides the gripe about him taking her and having her cremated and then scamming them, not even picking the ashes up. He figures if he waits long enough, they'll just give them to him. That's what he's waiting on. But they're not going to. They'll just dispose of them.
Exactly, Jane. You got to make sure they have ice. Their body temperatures are higher than ours. So they get hot, like when it's 80 out, to them it's 90, So I make sure that I have enough to run my air conditioner, feed her. She needs emergency care because she's my priority. It's my job to keep her taken care of, just like, any pet owner.
I got a big dog. My dog don't have a water bowl. My dog's got a small, hard plastic kid's swimming pool for a water bowl. That's what I use, but I always have. You know that, Nikki.
But I don't understand, if you got money for cigarettes every day, and I don't smoke cigarettes. I think cigarettes are what, $10 a pack or something?
Yeah, how can he afford that?
And everything.
I roll mine. I roll my cigarettes. I got a rolling machine.
I haven't seen him without a cigarette.
And a bag of tobacco,
Yeah, but I haven't seen him without a cigarette since he got there, or Coke or something like that. So he's got money for all that, but he don't have money for an Uber to go get his dog.
Noodles, this is in Mexico, honey. This is in the United States. And Jose is a male.
It's in Louisiana.
He does look and sound female, but he's a male. And I believe
People think of Pat from Saturday Night Live. You're not sure? But we've actually seen Jose naked, unfortunately. So he does have a vagina.
That's the tarp that Jose put up for his tent when he was faking tent camping to get donations.
Evie wants the link, honey.
Oh, okay. Hang on, baby.
Thank you,
My
dog.
hubby,
Appreciate it.
always. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I was still posting comments and stuff.
Oh, I
Okay.
know.
There you go, hubby.
You
There
know,
you
I'm
go,
always
sweetie.
looking out for the king.
I know. Thank you very much. I love that man more, like you say, more than I love my luggage. And y'all know how much I love my luggage.
How much I love my luggage.
Yes. And my luggage is my life. I couldn't do without it.
And your sleeping bag. You love him more than
And
your
my
sleeping
sleeping bag. Yeah.
We know you love that bitch.
Shit, yeah. I am not kidding.
I know he has a vagina, but we can't prove it, so let's not say that. Rod, let's stick with the facts.
That's hilarious. Hold on. I have one question.
Okay.
Can we get that picture bigger? And is that her ribs that we're seeing under her chin?
Give me a few minutes. I'll be right back, okay? I'm going to go work on that, okay?
All right. Yeah, this is crazy.
Eben, I spotted this right off. So because he had a video clip that he was showing from a phone to his other phone, right? And so I snapped a shot of it, and then I went in close and just zoomed in and cut out the part closer so you could see it bigger. That was as big as I could get it, but maybe Nikki's a better person that could bring it up better. I'm just not good at that. I did the best I could as bringing it up close so everybody could see that this dog had baling twine wrapped around its neck and throat.
Wow. Is the dog's chest ripped open, and is that his ribs we're seeing? I'm confused.
Honestly, what I think happened is I think that Jose and whoever's truck that is was riding down the road. They had Cypress in the back, tied to the side of the truck with the baling wire, and I think she bounced out, fell out, whatever. Honestly, and this is my opinion, but that's honestly how I felt like she may have died. Okay. And it could be her ribs, because if she fell out of a truck and they're flying down the road 55, 60 mile an hour, yeah, that could be. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
I couldn't get my eyes off that freaking baling twine.
Ready.
Okay, hang on.
Picture's ready still. It's in the basement.
Oh, that was very
I got
fast.
it. I got it. There we go, people.
Okay, so it wasn't. I thought it was her open ribs. It's twine around her neck.
It happened Sunday before last, Jane Miller.
What is around her neck?
Carlos.
All those collars that he wraps around that dog's neck. He normally has 3 on her. Regular dog collar.
I can't do this no more. I'm out of here. This is insane. Jose, you're a horrible human being. Goodbye, sir.
But he stole another dog to do it just like this one.
Yeah, there's definitely something around her neck. I don't know what it is, but I'd like to know. So if he wants to come up, I'd like to hear what he's got to say.
Oh, he's not going to come up. He's not going to say. People been asking him. I've been seeing people get blocked on his streams for asking him about the baling twine around the dog's neck.
Well, it's just like when Mac died and everybody questioned Zane about it.
Yeah, but we happen to have the picture this time, the proof, the facts, the receipts.
God, I couldn't handle the picture of Mac dead. I'm glad Zane never showed that when he buried him. I really am. I love that fucking dog. I felt and I never doubted that Zane cared for the dog ever. I just think that, I think Mac had a better opportunity at life with Zane than he did in the slabs, because they were going to kill that dog out there. I talked to people about Mac, and Zane was telling the truth. They were going to kill him because he was, hurting other animals and stuff. So they would have killed Mac eventually. But Zane could go days without food or water, and like Mac would sneak off and fight with shit. It was terrible. So I don't think what happened to Mac was intentional, because I think Zane did love Mac. I really did. So But I was an asshole about it, so I understand why Zane and I were never able to make friends.
But
And I
my
still haven't changed my
complaint
opinion.
about Jose today is there's nothing we can do about Cypress. He scammed the community for burial, for ashes money, for the cremation. He's
I
done
know
all
we
that.
did
All that's in the
the Facebook
past.
group.
The dog is gone. She's not coming back. But now he stole another dog.
Carlos,
About
cut it out. I'm going to come down there and punch you.
less than a week after this, he stole another dog.
But yeah. Yeah, exactly. I understand, Beck. You can't ask anything about her, not even honest questions like, how do you plan on taking care of this dog when you can't even afford an Uber to go pick up Cypress's ashes?
It's been enlarged. Happy Nikki, because Evan wanted to see it
There you go.
enlarged.
Sorry,
Sorry.
Nikki. You're
Yeah.
right. I apologize.
Well, yeah, Evan wanted to see it enlarged so he could see the rope better
There
that
you
was
go.
around the poor dog's neck. But that's not even my point about today's stream. Today's stream is he stole another dog, and he's going to do it just like this one. When it's of no more value to him, he's not making donos on that dog. Here comes the new one that's going to get his donations for him.
Yeah, whether it's from us or people on the street.
Right.
Seriously,
And
that's
all
exactly
all he's got to do is sit outside the store with a dog, and people, and that's why he likes them pitiful looking. He'll starve it so that it looks pitiful, so that the people will come by and throw money at him while he's sitting in front of a store, charging up his cell phones. And, he knows they're going to feel sorry for that dog and throw money at him. He knows this. He's done this for years and years and years. And it's time it came to a halt, at least in this community.
Even Pat said that having a dog got him more donations when he would fly signs and stuff like that. And I personally will stop and give money or food or something to somebody standing there with a dog every
And that's
time.
also true, Hogger. He was fake putting tears out. He had no emotions. He didn't care about that dog being deceased. He had no care about it whatsoever. And we all saw his fake crying and his fake little boohoo show for donations.
I will
But
never.
he damn sure got a pack of cigarettes and some beer that night, didn't he?
When Buff goes, general YouTube will never know about it until probably a long time after. I will not broadcast it, talk about it, share it, except with my friends.
Exactly. Mine either.
So I'm prepared for Buff because she's 14. But every day I feel like I have with this little creature is a blessing to me. I get love every day. She knows I take care of her. She's a good little girl. And I couldn't afford another animal. I wouldn't take another dog because I couldn't afford one. I don't know how Joanne affords 5 animals. I don't know how people do that.
I've got 2, but I actually feed and take care of a lot more than my 2, and a cat. And a cat too. But I don't mind, I don't mind when all the dog food's gone. When it gets down to the last big dish of food, I go get more, and it's not cheap. I mean, it's about $25 a bag maybe for kibble. That's what they like here, kibble.
Yeah, and you want to give them what they like and what doesn't give them stomach problems. I've given Buff the same brand of food since she was born. We started on it, and every time I've changed the brand, she has problems with it.
Well, when I first got Sam, I had to try different brands till I found the one he liked when I first got him, because I took him from some people that I think they were, I don't think the lady abused him. I think the man was, because Sam hates men at all costs. He doesn't like men at all. And he would never do fare good anywhere unless it was with another female. So that's why I think there was the man abused him. But I took him, and from the time he was a puppy, his nuts hadn't even dropped yet. I went and got him fixed, got his shots, got his rabies, got him microchipped, and Wiggles same way. But I got Wiggles from a friend of mine, and I did him the same way. Take him to the vet, get all the shots, get everything done, get him microchipped, you know.
Exactly, Willie. I mean, keeping Buffy, I knew, and when I took her, I was working, but when I got on disability, I sat down and thought about it long and hard. If I could provide her with a home and food and medical care and everything that she deserves. I mean, I'm her person. She relies on me for all of that stuff. And she comes first. I mean, that's just the commitment that I made. And that's why I don't have any other ones, because it is a lot. And I make sure that she has everything, that she needs. And when I see someone
Well,
else
when I walk
bring a
outside,
pet,
show y'all Sam, how Sam prances at me. Sam, you could tell my dog loves me. He prances, he gets so happy, you know. And I've never seen Cypress prance at Jose ever. Never. Even when he was at my house with her for 2
well,
weeks.
let's just hope this. Let's hope that with this new dog, he's got a clean slate. He can treat this dog well. He cannot be rough with it.
The dog belongs to somebody else. That dog's very well taken care of. Jose went out to the same place just like Sam did when he stole JoJo. He went out there and took food and bribed the dog up so he could get close enough to it so he could nab it one day, just like Sam did JoJo. He stole that dog. That dog belongs to somebody else around that area. That dog is somebody else's baby. It's somebody else's pet. You can tell it was very well taken care of. It was shiny and healthy. Let Jose have it 2 weeks and it won't be.
Carlos, I swear, I want to see you after this is over. He's being so bad today.
I know, but Carlos can talk sexy and man.
Oh, I know. I love his voice. Every time he goes to
Me
the panel,
Actually, I like Janglang's voice too, and Carlos's. They both have, and Asmer's voice. These guys have, some of these guys got really nice voices.
Yeah, I'm not going to say the J word because he'll come out of wherever he is and start screaming at me. So I'm not even going to say that word.
He does have a nice voice, though. He really does.
No comment. I'm going to plead the fifth. He has advised me. My YouTube management team.
Yeah, but this one isn't about a deceased dog today. It's not about donos. It's not about none of that. It's about he stole this dog, and I think we need to try to find who the real owner of that dog is and get the dog back to its owner before it ends up like the dog in the photo, because it will in time. It will. It will get drug around the United States, drug on its feet walking on hot pavement and gravel. Not even with a pair of booties on it to keep its pads from getting hot, you know?
I got the Buff a pair for the slabs because I knew the sand was going to get really fucking hot out there and stuff. So and when we left, I gave them to somebody that had a little dog. I was like, here, put these, this is for the dog for the sand and stuff. And they're like, oh my God, how cool. But yeah, I got Buff booties for the slab.
I had bought Sam a bunch when I planned to go out there, but when all my stuff was stolen, they stole all my dog stuff too. Everything. They didn't steal his dog bed. It was in the shed, or it was somewhere else. It wasn't in the van because they stripped the van and they took all his expensive Kong brand dog collar and harness and all that stuff. They took it all, and all his little booties and clothes that I had for him, raincoat and all that. But I'm like you, Nikki. I got that because I was going to go to slabs. That's why I got the booties, because that sand out there, because I'd heard Dibble talking a lot of time how hot when he walked barefooted in that shit, how hot it was. And I thought, man, I don't want my dog walking around barefoot out there in that sand. And that's why I got him all those booties. And I also got him snow booties too. I bought him snow booties too, because sometimes I go up to Colorado or somewhere where it might be snowing. And I had him all kinds of different dog shoes.
Oh yeah, like little ski boots.
Well, no, Waters. Did you not hear him?
I tried to put clothes on Buff. She went fucking sideways.
Nikki, Jose said that he hoped when he went to pick her ashes up that they would let him have her collars and her leash back. There was no leash on that dog. There was
She's got her
collar,
collars and leashes on it.
and that's not
Well, he
even the
showed
leash
them
he had.
earlier.
Yeah, but that's not the leash he had before. He went out and bought that
I
leash.
don't know.
Right? He bought that new dog a collar and a leash, and I think that leash he's showing is that new one he just got for this new dog that some of y'all paid for. I don't know who, some of the community, whoever donated to him.
There you go in the basement for Jane. It's probably Tally. There's the new dog. It won't get any bigger than that, sorry. But there's the new guy. Poor little feller.
Well, the first day he found that dog, he said it had a collar on it.
See, I missed all that. I don't watch his shit. I have the last few days just because of the dog. But I didn't watch all that crap where he, stalked the dog and, lured it and all that shit. I didn't watch all
He
that.
went
So
2 days in a row and took food out there and fed it. He gave it food. That was to get it lure up to him, So the dog knowed every time he was out there, wherever the dog was, the dog would come to him because it knew it would have food, some kind of snack for it, right? Not that it was hungry, but
we must have took Cypress's food out there. Yeah, he took Cypress's food out there to lure the new dog, huh?
I guess. I don't know where he got it from.
Okay.
This is just what he said himself out of his own freaking mouth.
Yeah, I missed
Unless
all that,
he
but I
rushes
believe.
and takes his videos down, they're all still up. But he didn't do it on his real channel. He did it on that new channel that only has a few subscribers called Jose Sanders.
Yeah. Oh God, he's got another channel. Are you kidding me?
That's where he's been
What is
putting
this,
videos,
50?
Nikki. They don't have very many subscribers.
50 channels he's had in the last 11 years. Oh, wow. All right. Well, I'm going to go do crap. I love you. You have a wonderful day, my queen.
You, Nikki. Thank you for showing that because I didn't have it. I don't know. I don't know how to do that on here. I had the picture. I just don't know how to do it.
Yeah, no problem, my queen.
I'm on a phone. It's why. And I can't do it on my lap. I ain't fixed my laptop yet. I still can't get my chat box to show. I guess I'm going to uninstall YouTube and reinstall it to get the chat box to show.
On your phone, you mean?
No, my laptop. That's why I would see. I could show the picture on my phone if my laptop, if I could stream on my laptop, but I'm not able to stream on it because I have no chat box. The chat box.
Let's you and I do a private sometime. And you can do it from your phone and show me your laptop, and let's see if I can help you figure it out.
That'll work out this afternoon sometime later on when you've got time. I'm free all day today. We're waiting on more storms to come in and more rain. It's gloomy and dark outside.
Terrible tea. Don't come in and start no trouble, hooker.
Well, she said, "Hey, ho, bags." I'm hey.
Yeah, they're just talking to you and me, evidently.
Yeah, me. Hey, I'll take that. I'll take that compliment.
I'm so glad she stuck around our community. Bless her heart. I know it's hard sometimes to listen to people talk shit, but she's a good girl. I'm glad she's decided to stay and hang out with all of us crazy fucking people. But you're welcome, Jane. It was my pleasure, honey. I'm happy to show evidence and receipts. So, all right, my queen, you have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Nikki. I love you, princess. You know that. And thank you, Kat. Yeah, I got your thing. I went and looked at it earlier. Yeah, you got your eye on the storms for me. Thank you very much, too, for helping me out with that. But when I heard that video and Jose up there calling Nikki and I names for no reason, I thought, he's not gonna get away with that. He can call us names and talk shit about us all he wants to, but the people are gonna see the truth about that dog. If he's gonna talk shit about me, then I'm gonna put the facts and the truth out there about him. Would anybody like a Nutty Buddy? I got Nutty Buddies today to snack on, y'all. I still got some barbecue pork chops and barbecue ribs left too to snack on. I had it left from dinner last night, so that's probably going to be my lunch today. But I didn't aim to make y'all upset about showing you that. It's just the people in the community needed to see what really happened to that dog, because he was never going to ever tell the truth about it. He's still never going to tell you the truth about it. Uh-oh, rain. It's coming down now. I got out and cleaned up my rug this morning. I didn't get to sweep it off yet, but the puppy got my cardboard box and had it shredded everywhere. T, the dog, it had twine, baling twine, wrapped around its neck and head. I'll send you the photo. Hang on a second. Okay, people. Sorry. No, when I went over there to send that picture to Terrible T, I didn't realize my sound's been off since then. I didn't even know it. Sorry, you guys. I've been sitting here talking to y'all the whole time. Thanks for calling that to my attention, Beckers. Do it earlier next time because I didn't realize I had no sound coming out. I had to refresh. But my point, what I was saying while y'all couldn't hear me, my point about the stream today, there's nothing we could do about Cypress. She's gone and in a better place. What I'm saying is he stole the dog he has now, and I think the community should work on trying to find the owner and get that dog back to its owner before he has it too long. You know what I'm saying? Before this new dog is able to be non-fed properly till it's down skin and bones and drug around up and down highways and all that. Cat, yeah, y'all should tell me these things, girls, because I had no, and I was just sitting here just talking away to you guys. So if anybody gets time, try to see if you can search around and look for any posters on social medias and stuff. Maybe somebody's missing this dog. It's in that area. And I'm going to say it will be just outside the Houston, Texas line over in the Louisiana side. But I think just like JoJo, I think the community should attempt to get this dog back to its rightful owner. He stole the dog. I watched him do it on his own live streams. Right. I mean, somebody's got to be looking for that dog. When my cat went missing, the one I never could find, I'm sure because the neighbor poisoned her. I looked everywhere. I put flyers out. I did everything I could do to find my freaking cat. That's right. And you can come in my chat and talk about it all day long. I'm not afraid of Jose. I'm not afraid of his YouTube management team, but he stole that dog. Now, if he hadn't have stole that dog, I wouldn't be saying 2 cents about it, okay? About that dog, period. But he stole that dog. Pure stole it. He don't even have the common decency to go and try to find the owner of that dog. That's what one time there was a big old parrot, one of those big white ones, came walking up to my yard. And those parrots are worth a lot of money, they are. But you know what I did? I went down and put a sign up down at the gas station and asked around if anybody was missing a big parrot, it was a white one, maybe a cockatoo, might have been a cockatoo. But I found the owner. The cockatoo just wandered off and got sidetracked and lost its sense of direction and ended up at my property. But I got that cockatoo back to its rightful owner, right? I noticed he'd been drinking somebody else's pop too. It drinks the Orange Crush. But I've seen him drinking those lately because he only drinks Coca-Cola, only. But I've seen him drinking some Orange Crush lately, so he's bumming some pop from somebody. They're probably raiding the refrigerator when they're not looking. What are you doing out in the rain there, little chicken? What are you doing in the rain? Oh, I know. Oh, there's a bluebird. There's a bluebird. Oh, he went up in the tree. Where'd you go, Blue? He's a beautiful big blue. Looks like a big male. He was bright blue. He just flew down to eat some of the grain out here where I feed these baby chicks. His fat ass ain't gonna get up. Have you noticed how big his ass has got lately, Rodders? I'm not kidding, man. That ass is freaking huge. And when he walks, one hip goes left to right, and it's about 4 feet wide. He's gained a lot. I thought I gained a lot of weight. He gained twice more than I have. I don't know about these people, but I'm not going anywhere today. I ain't doing nothing because it's raining all day, so I'm gonna smoke and eat junk food all day. I'm gonna gain another 10 pounds. Yeah, but he stole that dog, Snuggle. We've seen it. We've seen it happen in this community over and over and over again. Roger. Now that's funnier than hell. Yeah, but he is a tub of oh Lord, oh Lord. I have never, I've never in my life seen a kid. It is sad, Snuggles. It really is. But that kid is freaking huge. When he sits on live stream, he don't look that bad when you just that big rather when you just see his little head. But man, that ass is freaking. I'm not kidding. When he walks, it just wiggles up and down. He like walks like a girl. You know how a girl's butt will wiggle when she walks. Well, that's the way his does, but it's huge. No, what we do, Nikki, happy Nikki, is we as a community, we try to locate the owner of the dog. He stole that dog. He stole it. I watched him steal it. He's got live streams up. He stole the damn dog. That dog belongs to somebody else, not him. It probably misses its owner. And so we need to try to find the owner. Look around in, like, I don't know if anybody's got Facebook or Twitter, anywhere where they would put. I think there's even some websites and pages on maybe Facebook for people that are missing pets. And we're gonna find the owner of that dog. No, we can't stop him, Nikki. Can't stop nobody from doing anything they do. But maybe we can find the owner of that dog and get the dog back to its real owner. Because it's got a family somewhere that's missing it. That dog is very well taken care of. It's not a starved to death stray that just straight up, starved to death. This dog was shiny, a shiny coat on it, healthy, muscular, healthy, you know what I'm saying? Filled out, no caved in ribs, none of that. Hey, Terry, what are you doing? Yeah, me too. I hope the owner could be found. We tried to find the owner when Sam stole that dog that time, and we were not successful at finding the original owner. We may not be this time either. And there was even the TV put a news article out on the other when Sam stole that dog. The TV even had a news clip they put out there looking for the rightful owner for the dog, but we weren't able to locate it. You know, but you never know. We don't know until we try. How you doing today, Terry? I've been watching some of your little clips, honey. You still got it going on. But Nikki, happy Nikki, what I'm hoping, honey, is if the community, if anybody in the community can help find the original owner, it might save this dog from going through the same crap that Jose's last 2 dogs went through. Okay. This wasn't his first dog. Yeah, I didn't drink coffee this morning. I was drinking some, what do you call this stuff here? Ruby red grapefruit juice. Yeah, because I've been needing to get more vitamins in my body and stuff. So the last couple of days, I'm laying off the coffee and drinking stuff that's good for me. I just hope that before I die, we're able to find the owner for that dog and get it back home. Like I said, this isn't his first dog that he drug it around till it died. He had another dog prior to that. He did the same thing with it. He left Houston and he's in Louisiana, right across the state line from Texas. Nikki, that was just up on the panel, Nikki, if you're still here, can you post the city where he took the dog to supposed to get it cremated, that he never picked its ashes up? He did take it and get it cremated because he didn't have anywhere else he could bury it or throw it or whatever. So he took it and pulled a scam on them and dumped it off, didn't pay for it, let them cremate it, and now he ain't going back with the money to get the ashes and pay them. So I don't remember what city she said that is, but if she comes back in, well, I'm going to make sure and get her to post it. Becca, if you're in here, will you text her and find out and post it in the chat for us? You or Rodders, if you can hear me. Yeah, because we need to start right away. See, that's what happened with JoJo when Sam stole that dog. It got by too quick. Too much time went by, and by that time there was no way we could locate the owner or whatever. Moss Bluff or Lake Charles was the funeral home. Probably Moss Bluff is where he is near. Yeah, but they didn't abandon their dog. Jose went and stole it. He went and fed food to it twice. They were probably at a park somewhere. That's why I'm wondering if there's a park nearby those areas. You could tell that dog was not abandoned. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Hey, Trish. So that's the Rodders posted the link for the funeral home where Cypress was cremated at. So that's got to be not too far. He said it was an hour from where he's at, but I think he lies a lot. So I don't think it was that far. Maybe could have been 30, 45 minutes or so. Wasn't very far at all. And what Rodders said back here, Moss Bluff or Lake Charles. So yeah, if y'all can just get the time and look around and if you know anybody in this community, contact them and let them know if you see that dog's picture anywhere. Nikki showed a photo of the dog back in my video just a little ways back. You can always scroll back and look at that picture. And he's got tons of pictures up on his his new YouTube page that he's made. We asked Jose about the rope earlier, and he went and got a leash. A leash none of us have ever even seen before, acting like that leash was that rope. And no, it wasn't. That rope wasn't rope, it was twine. And that definitely wasn't the leash. That was not the leash that he led Cypress with. Definitely not. Well, maybe you can look around for anybody missing a dog. And like I said, it's Jose Sanders. That's where he's been putting all these videos, Beckers. He's not putting them on Jose Sanders Journeys or Jose Sanders Journeys Live. He's got one called, he's got one now, a new one now that's only got maybe 125 subscribers or so. And it's just called Jose Sanders. And that's where he's been doing all his new videoing too. I don't know why he wouldn't be putting it on he calls it his vlog channel. Nikki, I watched him for 2 days carry dog food out where this dog was happily playing and feeding it, luring it up to him. And then in the last couple days, he went back and actually took the dog. Actually, he didn't take it. He's staying there with people that are running an animal shelter. And I think he had them go pick the dog up and then they just gave it to him. Instead of keeping it for however many days. I don't know the name of that animal shelter where he's staying. He's staying in a shed on the property of an animal shelter. Yeah, because we saw him. He's got videos up. He even asked on the first time he saw it, he asked everybody if they thought he should just take the dog. Yeah, he was putting food out for it to lure it in. I don't know why he specifically wanted that dog. Hell, them people he lives with is a animal shelter. They probably had plenty of dogs he could pick from. I don't know why he just didn't pick a dog that was in that shelter. Yeah, but they didn't. They just gave it to Jose. That's why when I asked him to show me his adoption papers on that dog earlier, where he adopted it from that animal shelter, he just changed the subject and went on showing something else. I don't know. See, I would say I don't know. It may be. The dog looked in very good condition when he got it. I don't know if it was chipped. He don't know if it was chipped because he's too afraid to take it to a vet and get it checked because yeah, it had a collar on it when he got it. Stray dogs don't have collars. None that I've seen anyway. I mean, I'm saying they won't, but none that I've seen. Oh, I'll start asking, if you was me, where would you place your cigarette pack? There it is. I found it. Oh, I was looking for my bag yesterday to get an aspirin out because this rain was making my bones hurt because I'm old. And lo and behold, it was behind me the whole time. And I searched my van and my camper. I searched everywhere and went and bought a new bottle of these cheap Best Choice pain reliever aspirins. And that's not what he's saying. I'm just going by what he himself says, Nikki. Well, we just watched it. We watched him lure this one in and steal it, okay? We watched it on his videos. I wish I did too, Snuggle, but I've never heard him say, not once, what the name of that shelter was. And the funny thing of it is I've only heard one dog the whole time he's been there barking outside of his. He's living in a shed there on the property, and I've heard one dog bark. Usually, if you're at a shelter, they got a lot of dogs, you know, and I thought he said something about they weren't taking in any more dogs or something. Yeah, but you just got to know Jose and certain people in our community happy, and then you wouldn't even question anything, you know, because I'm just not saying things just to be mean. All I'm doing is trying to point the facts out there that he's lied. He's lied about the dog's death. He lied about uh, going and getting her, paying for her ashes. He's lied 2 or 3 times about that because the community gave him money. People on Facebook gave him money to go pick the ashes up with. Instead of doing that, he went and bought beer, um, fast food, Coca-Cola, a bottle of whiskey. I think he bought some Jack Daniels. Um, I don't remember what else. But he didn't even call and pay that funeral home any money toward the cremation. Not a dime. He didn't pay any of it. And the fact on that is on my last live stream. If y'all want to hear about that, because Nikki called him and recorded the call, and we played it on my stream. Oh yeah, he's had her tied up. Cypress was never, I saw her in there with him one time and she was laying inside of a crate, but that was during the time of her death. That's the only time I saw her ever inside that. And remember, then he kept her in a box. He kept her in a box, in a bag, in a side of a cardboard box with ice on top of her for um what, Sunday and Monday, maybe even Tuesday, till he got a ride to take her to the cremation place. I know, Trish, he lies so much. I can't. You cannot keep up with them. There's just so many. Hey, JoJo, was it Seagram 7? I knew it was some kind of whiskey. Yeah, I thought he said he had Jack Daniels. Because, see, a lot of time I'm not looking at the screen. I had the phone laying down beside me and I just listen. So I thought I heard him say about the Jack Daniels, but yeah. And then every once in a while, when he wanted a little bit more free donos, he'd put on another fake cry act and act like he was just so upset and depressed. And well, he hadn't even went and got her ashes yet, and he's had the money twice to go do it. Okay, twice he's had the money to go pick up the dog's ashes. Yeah, everybody is, and I know everybody sometimes. And I'm sorry, I'm have to be the bearer of the bad news, but the truth needs to get out, no matter who puts it out there. You know, and I didn't aim to make any of y'all upset with the photos, but yeah. Well, you can paint a little bit and take a break and research it in your break, Snuggle. Thank you. I'm good. I'm okay today, JoJo. It's just another one of those rainy days that makes every bone in my body hurt. I had to eat me a one of them generic aspirins or whatever it is. What just now? Oh, it's it's terrible getting old, you guys. It's usually I'm usually not too bad. I mean, I don't hurt that bad except for when it's raining and we got a storm front coming in, something like that. And then I hurt, and I don't take pain medication or any of that. I pop an aspirin or Tylenol or something and be done with it. You're welcome, JoJo. Well, somebody needed to. And to be honest, everybody in our community's just about stopped going live because of all the trolling and all the doxing, all the stuff other people's been doing to other people. And hardly nobody wants to go live anymore. They could dox me. Hell, I'll dox myself. Happy you in here right now have my name, address, and phone number. So, you know, they can dox me all day. They're not going to run me off of YouTube, is what I'm trying to say. And they're not going to stop me from spreading the truth and fighting the corruption, you know, protesting against corrupt government, you know, any of that. I'm never going to stop. I'm never going to shut up. Yeah, y'all some young pups, Snuggle. Hell, I'm fixing to be 68 in September. I'm an old ass woman, you know, and I just happen to love animals. I don't care what kind of animal they are. Hell, I like snakes, you know. Right. And that's what we try to bring up front here to the table over here, Trish. Is, of course, you probably been hanging around, maybe I don't recognize that name, but hang on a minute. Let me make sure you got a wrench, Trish, because sometimes people might get block happy. Hang on a minute. Let me look. Okay. Oh, you got one. Okay, I was making sure. Rotters was just a baby. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, JoJo has a real good music. She plays a lot of music. Usually when I go over to yours, JoJo, honestly, I love that music so well. If I sleep to music, and I like that music you play. And the next thing you know, I done dozed off again. Yep. Okay. Well, I was gonna say you already had a wrench, so I must know you from somewhere. Yeah. Well, people can't paint if it's moist or damp or it's not warm. Paint won't dry and it'll ruin it. I don't paint if the weather ain't right. I mean, I don't know why somebody couldn't paint, but Snuggle wants to go try to see if they can find the owner of that dog happy instead of doing her painting or his painting. Yeah, me too. That's what I try to do, Kat. Um, is be the voice for those that don't have a voice or can no longer speak for themselves. I've always been that way. Always, you know. And that's good. Thank you, Snuggle. I'm gonna put my email address in chat in case any of y'all do get any clues, or to where the dog might belong or something. You can contact me. Hang on a minute. Okay. There, I put my email address in. That way, if y'all get a hold of anybody and there's a contact, I can get it to Nikki and everybody else in the community. But there's my email address for contact. In case you may or may not already have my phone number. I don't know. Most people do. If you got my phone number, you just text it to me. I've been pretty open, with my phone number. I just don't plop it out there on the public chat. But surprise! There's AJ. What are you doing in here, sweetie? Well, Snuggles gonna be the same way as all his other dogs, all his prior dogs in the past. He's gonna put 3 or 4 collars on them, drag them up and down the roads, the highways, hot pavement, hot blacktop, asphalt, whatever they call that, hot sidewalks. I saw her laying on hot sidewalks before, and all he needed to do was carry a towel or something in his backpack and lay it down on the ground for that dog to lay on. I wouldn't want my dog laying on no damn hot cement pavement in front of a store door. That cement gets hot. And thank you, Snuggle. Really, thank you a lot. Yeah, see, when the whole community rather was trying to find the owner of that when Sam stole that dog that time, see, we waited too long. If everybody would have got on it right away, they could have probably found the real owner of that dog. It did end up going to another home when he went to jail, and the whoever the animal place is that had it rehomed it. And that's all I can tell you about it. So it's went to yet another good home, but it still didn't go back to its original owner. I love AJ's voice, Cat. I love listening to him talk. But when I hear a nice, soothing voice speaking, I have a tendency to take a nap. I don't know, it knocks me right out. Yeah, but you're not going to let them walk on that hot pavement. And see, both of my dogs are too big for me to carry. So if we're ever going to be where he's going to have to be out walking on hot pavement, I'm going to have to go buy both of my dogs a pair of those booties. You could buy a 6-pack they're actually disposable booties that you just slip them up on their feet and then you tie it around there, tie them on. And I think I had bought a 6-pack of those, but I got those for in case my dog was in snow because they were like a plastic and it wouldn't have let his paws get wet. But he had other really nice. I bought really nice dog shoes for Sam. He don't have any anymore, and I haven't been anywhere where he needed them. And I haven't had the money to buy them either. So okay, people, listen. I'm going to get out of here, and y'all have a nice day, because we're gonna I'm gonna get out here and go get some stuff done for the day. I may come back and go live later. How's that sound? I want to thank everybody for coming in, and thank my little princess and my king for coming up on the panel with me earlier. Yeah, Cat, I'll call you in a little while, okay? Crafty Cat. And everybody have a great day and keep working on this. Thank you very much.